How's it going? So I thought I would give an update to the build. Over the past few streams and also over the weekend, just playing with my brother, came to a few insights, added a few things. So I've got here a fresh respec. If you guys didn't know, when you first respec, for me, it's if I'm Swordmaster, it might be other classes. You have to log out for 30 seconds and log back in to get that back. Now you can see that our combat specialization has been going up. It's at level 21, which makes it so that we have a total of 212 skill points. All right, so let's dive into the build. I like to go through and just get the bottom row across the board of where I know I'm going. Just to start. All right. Now, we're going to have Shigawire, Battle Hardened, and a Tractor Field. Get those main abilities. Okay, Battle Hardened right there. We're going to go Center of Mass. Okay. Now, Standard Framework. Alright. Max Tool. Now, come up and get the Dispenser. Alright. Now, let's make sure that we get rerouting and overcharged. Max. Now, I will try to leave as many points as left over as I can. I'm not sure how many are going to be left, so we'll find out. Alright. Now, knee charge, primary ability. Okay, stamina, very important. We're going to want to max that. And I take these up here. No, max stamina. Max stamina. We go up to 2 solid stance. There was testing on why. It's to avoid the shotgun stagger. The confidence, I'm confident they're gonna patch that for dual blades. And thrive on danger. Okay. So we're gonna be doing dual blades. So we need to come up here to short blade damage. Alright. Now, I like Bindu dodge. It's amazing for when you have to get a parry off and get them down immediately. There's gunfire coming. You avoid a bunch of those shots. So, all right, we're coming up here. Standard framework here. Vitality. Now, because we're using Thrive on Danger, self-healing and recovery both benefit. All right. Now, we go up through Garment Keeper 1 point just because we're trying to get over to shield overcharge, which I like to run. There's just times where it's got a benefit to it. All right, now finish capping out the Swordmaster stuff that you need. I like to run Precise Parry because it's 20% multiplicative damage increase every time you parry somebody. So I parry a lot. Okay, I think that's it from here. Blade damage. We can max blade damage in this build. That's okay. Okay, that's all good. That's all good. We have 28 points left. Okay. So from this point right here, we have the max blade damage that we can pump out. Okay? Both blade damage, short blade, that blade. We've got this, we've got Thrive, we've got Precise Parry. Okay? We've got this because every time we parry, we're going to avoid everything. Now, what we're going to do is go SMG, ranged, all right, and scattergun. Oh, it fits like a glove. It fits perfectly. You see that? Oh my gosh. So now we have max blade damage, max SMG damage, max scattergun damage. And why would we want that? Well, because when we're fighting two different types of bosses now we could have a loadout for every every boss. Like, I go into the fire station, I have one loadout. I come back, I respec. I have a loadout for the electric station, or I have a loadout for the Bene Gesserit boss. The Bene Gesserit boss, I will say, I literally just light attacked him the entire time. I didn't even use any abilities. I just light attacked and dodged and let myself recover. So Bene Gesserit boss, all you have to do is light attack. So then you would just want the max quick blade damage. So I've got combat, I've got center of mass. That's all you need. The fire boss has the necessity for a tractor field. Now you can pick. You can either do Dart for Every Man or Perforator. Both of them work really, really well on the fire boss. So now, one of the best things about this build is that you have a lot of options, right? I can either use the Shiga wire to pull him out of the air if I'm far enough away, or if you're just in your firing cycle for Perforator on the fire boss, that itself will interrupt him. So, in my opinion, the stagger from the shotgun is pretty crucial. Now, there is an argument to be made where if you're using the shotgun, you could use manipulate instability, because you're staggering when you're shooting and it's getting a bonus on every follow-up shot to it. I chose center of mass because we're doing body shots. We're not really going for for headshots. All right, so this is a really fun build. This is the update to the build. Now, if you guys want to see the build in action, I will be streaming the build this week in the mornings. Today during the stream, we had some interesting stuff we figured out. There's a way through the mesh world, into the mesh world, in the testing stations, in the electric station and the fire station. They have the loot room and the boss rooms very well sealed. And I would only say that as an awareness for testing and to report it to Funcom just to get it addressed as soon as possible. Because people are in there circumventing times. There was actually a drop-in point back in the electric station, so you can bypass a bunch of it. So hopefully they get that fixed, but for testing purposes, if you're curious or if you want to help test and report things, check out the VOD from today, because I was in there in the mesh world. Okay, so now let's go show what the build can do, obviously, so that you can just see what the damage cycle looks like now that we have the right setup. Now, so far I've had a bunch of things about Chapter 3 that I liked, and then there's definitely some critiques about Chapter 3 that I've had. And I've been trying to document those as much as possible and provide feedback and give bug reports and all that. So, you know, hopefully that they have enough time on their hands. They can get to the good state with the game where they can really get all the bugs addressed, make sure the people that are hard-locked aren't hard-locked anymore. You know, things like that. I was lucky enough, I was only stuck for 2 days on my Chapter 3 quest, so I was lucky in that regard. I was also lucky that I got a dual blades drop. But there are some pretty pressing issues, in my opinion, with interacting with their content. And to be honest, their content is really just about progression in PvE, which is great. I love challenging progression, but the durability system needs to be revisited, because I've had my gear break over and over and over again in the past just week or so playing, or 2 weeks, probably 6 times. And I'm telling you, that's playing the content to progress. So now, just to showcase this testing station can go up very high. Now, the modifiers here are crazy. Do you see how high they go up? Enemy damage, 403%. So, I'm going to show you guys at level 5. what you can do. And we'll just take it nice and easy. I'll show you the differences between the two guns. And that way we can get in there and have a go at the build. Now this is for solo. Obviously when you're in a group, it's a lot different. When you're in a group, the ad spawns will be a little bit different priority.
Eyes on target.
Now we won't be getting any of those benefits from precise parry or anything like that until you go spice mode. But I won't be spice moding until I get to the actual boss. And you can see dual blades is such a great weapon. It's fast, you know. All right, these guys, you can spray them if you want. When they break their shield, you can go in and then just burning blade them to death. Oh, I can't believe he hit me with that. Now, if you guys didn't notice, stamina is back to what it used to be. So the argument could be made that you'd want to slot discipline breathing, which actually the first whole day that I played this game, the Chapter 3 content, I was using discipline breathing. I really want to get that barrel explosion 100%. Oh, if I get him trapped in the corner, watch. You're getting the stabs. Oh, he moved. Moved the wrong way. Hello. That hit me. Look at how much that took away. You see that? That was crazy. Now this is one of the reasons why you want to wear the forge armor, because you just sit there in that fire from these guys. Look at this. Now, it is a little confusing. We were talking about this today on stream. Does Funcom intend for elemental dots to be affected by armor factor? That's the question. I don't know the answer. Actually they're bugged. Poison isn't affected by armor, and fire is affected by armor. And that's either bug, because it's one or the other, right? It should be not both cases. I think that's the drill shot. I need to... Every time I hear that drill shot, you gotta get on it, like, immediately. It's just such a powerful gun. That thing. And you gotta dash to get out of that.
Get him.
Access granted. Thank you very much. Wait. That was not the right way. Oh, I keep forgetting. I gotta always loot these bandages. There's so many that are available here. Now, if there's one thing that I would suggest that Funcom looks at immediately, it's the rate of decay of durability. Right now, when you're doing these stations, I mean... Nope. Let's see, is he trapped in the corner? Nope. Let me try and trap him in the corner. There we go. Okay, when they can't dodge... When they can't dodge, they just sit there and you stab them over and over. Oh my gosh! Was he just walking like the Terminator? Oh man. They got ganking going on and people are crying already. Give him the whirlwind attacks. There we go. Oh, he's got his back turned to me. Look at that. Get out of here. All right. One more? Couple more. I think they have to do that fake out noise too.
Eyes on hostile.
What? Nice explosion. Learning to dodge right with them. That's the fake out noise, so there's one more. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Yep, that's the drill shot. Gotta take down the drill shot guy. Here we go. Alright. Oh, I gotta reload every time. There should be a perk. Oh, there is a perk. It's gotta be a grenade, though. Alright. Got him. That should be it, right? Alright. Now, it's gonna be up to you if you want to use dart. I'll show one clip of dart. And one clip of the other one. Okie dokie. We'll go Spice.
Let's test this stuff out.
Alright, so he's just gonna sit there. Alright, he's reloading. Good circle. Alright, dart. If I use dart, it gets him to about half, I would say. Alright, now, perforator.
You are
Faster.
full power.
That's not bad at all.
Get your
Pull him down with Shiga Wire. Ads are coming out. Get ready to attractor him. And you can shoot him. Ads are coming now, so we'll get one more attractor off on him. Well, let's get this melee down in one go. There we go. Pull him down, Shiga Wire. Alright, let's perforate this guy. Now he's gonna have that thing, he's gonna throw it out.
Nowhere is safe.
Right?
Everything is on fire.
Let's shoot it.
Let's see you dodge these.
Let's do one more shot. Pull him down. Alright, reload. Oh, let's get this ad down. We're probably gonna be able to shoot him.
Reveal yourselves. Target found.
There we go.
I like my meat.
We'll get
well
this ad
done.
down. Oh, we got hit by that. That's okay. We're gonna shoot him. Blitz through. Pull him down.
Now things
Heal.
are gonna get heated. You're toast.
And we'll just go up here. He's gonna throw that thing that explodes. You just hide up here. Pull him down. Tractor. Okay. Shotgun.
Switching tanks.
One more tractor. One more. Oh,
Let's test this stuff out.
of course you need stamina. All right, there we go. Easy. Whoa! There we go. So the shotgun is actually pretty good. Pretty good. Not gonna lie. And that was 5, so it's gonna scale up a lot harder. But like I said, shotgun or SMG work. You can see they both do a consistent damage, and we'll check the loot real quick here. Perforator, what level? Level 1. 577, so that's higher than my damage right now. Awesome. Awesome. Well, hey, that's an upgrade. That's pretty sweet. All right, and last but not least, the specializations. And for the specializations, I went Crafting, I'm gonna get after I just went a couple in. Don't mind those points. Tool minus 10%. You're gonna go there. I went for inventory capacity, and then I went to the house script bonus, and now I'm going all in combat. Look, I've got 21% damage, 10.5% mitigation. That's huge. I do want to get vehicle speed, and then crafting. We did make a discovery today on stream. Where is the scaling coming from that's going to be able to fight rank 20 18 times damage? Well, it turns out the scaling is coming from in here. You see the increase from 1 to 3 is multiplicative. It's not multiplicative, it's exponential. So the mods themselves have the exponential increases that we need. So that's an interesting revelation, because that means that crafting is going to be very important, and that's where all the multiplicative damage increases come from, not combat. Combat is on a linear scale of increase. Crafting is exponential. So what that means is I'm going to go a little bit into combat because it's making me feel a little bit comfortable. I like having more. I'm going to get vehicle speed, and then I'm going to get max crafting, because max crafting is going to be able to scale. Now, you need to get those drops. So you need those rank 5 drops, so that's going to take a while. It's all going to come together at the same time. But anyways, that's what I'm thinking as far as the specializations go. Now, what gear was I using? Maybe I can go right here. So for the gear, you have 3-piece forge. You have forge helmet, power harness, forge pants, circuit gauntlets, because that's shield mitigation, and forge boots. Young Sparky, full suspensor belt, and adaptive Holtzman. For the weapons, the burning blades, dart for every man, perforator, Regis triple shot didn't really use, and this didn't really use. This used to be a rocket launcher. But yeah, so going to be playing around with some of the Mesh World stuff, some of the new builds, and just seeing where to go from here. Hope you guys have enjoyed the builds. Let me know if you have any questions. Join the Discord. We're in there collaborating if you haven't already. And all right, thanks for joining. All right, bye.